One of the first conditions of happiness is that the link between man and nature shall not be broken. My greetings to everyone. Myself Sunanda Sahu. I am a student of class 11 and a proud GHVN. First of all, in this pandemic situation, I hope all of you are safe and healthy and are following all the precautions laid out by the government and the doctors. Today, I am obliged to get this golden opportunity to share my views on this burning topic, ecosystem restoration. This might seem as a common topic that we come across in our day-to-day life, but this phrase has a broader and a more imperative meaning than we think it is. Now, let's try to understand this term ecosystem restoration. Ecosystems are dynamic communities comprising of plants, animals, and microorganisms interacting with their physical environment as a functional unit, while restoration is defined as any intentional activity that initiates or accelerates the recovery of an ecosystem from a degraded state. Ecosystem degradation has emerged as one of the biggest environmental threats around the world over the last 3 decades. Almost all our ecosystems, terrestrial or otherwise, stand degraded due to varying degrees due to a mix of factors such as population growth, overexploitation, etc. This rate has increased in the past few years thanks to modernization and development. As we all are familiar with these serious issues and the need to eradicate them, I'm sure that you all will agree to this method of reducing the problem. Ecosystem restoration is nothing but just reversing the degradation of ecosystem, or in a more precise way, it is the method to improve the productivity and capacity of ecosystems to meet the needs of society. The goal of ecological restoration is to return a degraded ecosystem to its historic or pre-degradation trajectory or close to it. The ecosystem may not necessarily recover to its former state, since contemporary ecological realities, including global climate change, may cause it to develop along an altered trajectory. History plays an important role in restoration, but contemporary conditions must also be taken into consideration. While restoration activities can often place a degraded ecosystem on an initial trajectory of recovery, relatively quickly, full recovery of the ecosystem can take years, decades, or even centuries. Another point to be kept in mind is that ecological restoration is not a substitute for conservation, nor should the promise of restoration be used to justify destruction or unsustainable use. In reality, restoration may not succeed in re-establishing the full assemblage of native species or the full extent of the original ecosystem's structure and function. Restoration practitioners do not carry out the actual work of ecosystem recovery. Rather, they create the conditions needed for recovery so the plants, animals, and microorganisms coming to our motherland, we observe that ecological restoration is still a developing discipline in India, with a limited number of practitioners and projects. Most initiatives are small and site specific. On the other hand, the need for restoration is considerable and urgent. We need to understand that though ecological restoration is a government initiated program and is mostly carried out by expert practitioners, we common people must have equal contribution in it. While it is the responsibility of the government to take new regimes and make sure that they are implemented, we also contribute to this at our own levels and make the world as beautiful as we imagine it to be. Remember, you cannot get through a single day without having an impact on the world around you. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. Thank you.
Good morning to respected Principal Mrs. Sanjutta Das, respected teachers and all my cheerful dear friends. My name is Amitanshu Kumar Roy, a student of Ghanshyam Himmata Vidya Mandir Foundation course. Today I am standing virtually in front of you to give a speech on ecosystem restoration, and I wish that you all would be fine, happy and prosperous. First we should know what is ecosystem restoration. Ecosystem restoration is a term which is a process to make an efficient approach to a thing which has been damaged by the following droughts, displacement, destruction, damage and degradation. The factors which has given arisen which has arose over ecosystem restoration are some of the natural calamities such as volcanic eruptions, droughts, famine, disease outbreak and such as many of the novel pathogens and epidemic and pandemics which are very mostly common every year 2 times in animals, but now it has focused on humans also. And some of the human activities, such as breaking all the trees, not having a correct and increasing population, and not maintaining the census after every 10 years of the time intervals, and the lack of the population or the pollution of the lakes, which also caused by the nuclear bombs and dumping their waste materials without treating them out. And the best examples which I could say to you to understand the term ecosystem restorations are such like the two cities of Japan, Nagasaki and Hiroshima, on which America has done an airdrop of nuclear bombs in 1945. But since 1945, the two cities of Japan had processed and took a very fast approach on ecosystem restoration, and they have developed up to 60 to 65% of the total restored area which had got damaged. And some of the many epidemics and pandemics and floods which have also caused on the Goa, Kerala, Assam, Kashmir, Jammu and the following states of India. I would also like to say that when water was started to be sold, people took it as a joke. But now I think the upcoming stage will be of oxygen and oxygen cylinders. Many of the rich people cut down the trees and plots to make a very luxurious decorated buildings. But now those empty vacant buildings are without their owners, because the owners are sacrificing, putting lakhs, crores to get just a particular hospital bed. Because of the novel coronavirus, millions of the people in the world have lacked or lost or loosened their lives just because of the oxygen concentrators and some of the remdesivir injections and other medicines which have been given attention on the particular patients. But in blacks they were sold in lakhs and lakhs and lakhs, which are very worthy and very costly for the common people of India to affect it, to use it and to treat their patients as well. And some of the steps to approach ecosystem restoration and to make a correct development on a particular speedy recovery in a particular interval of time are: first, to know what damage has caused; second, what approaches should be taken; and the third, which government institution should be responsible about it and how many of the people should work in it, and what could be the time interval of the particular project done. And I would just like to say one thing: whenever I say that trees were cut and now there is a huge amount of oxygen, we just remember the trees we were cutting and now we were not getting it out, the oxygen providing trees. And as I remember, it is not very past years, we say that we are doing very less harm to the nature, but that less is also not enough thing for the environment. And the human health is simultaneously, or I would say directly proportional to the ecosystem we are living in. If the ecosystem will be in a very bad affected area, it is common or it is obvious that our lives will also be degraded and displaced as land. Land is a major source which has been degraded by many of the peoples by soil erosion, making buildings without knowing the capability, fertility of the soil and other cost. Thank you, and I am very happy that Ghanshyam Himata Vidya Mandir given me the opportunity to speak in front of you all as a virtual meeting and not being at the back of the technology, and always being in the front of the technology and help and participate in all the events. Thank you very much.
I was struck, and not for the first, by how much easier it is to ruin an ecosystem than to run one. Good morning everyone, this is Jigisha Priyadarshini Raut of class 11th Commerce. Today I am going to elaborate on the restoration of the ecosystem. Well, what is an ecosystem restoration? Ecosystem restoration means assisting in the recovery of ecosystem that have been degraded or destroyed, as well as conserving the ecosystems that are still intact. It is of utmost importance to preserve and limit the demolition of the environmental hazards, in particular climate change, overpopulation, biodiversity loss, ocean acidification, etc. There are numerous benefits of an invigorating ecosystem to say. Healthy ecosystems with richer biodiversity yield greater benefits such as fertile soils, bigger yields of timber and fish, and larger stores of greenhouse gases. Ecological restoration has as its goal an ecosystem that is resilient and self-sustaining with respect to structure, species, species composition and function, as well as being integrated into the larger landscape and supporting sustainable livelihoods. Many healthy ecosystems are a project of human endeavors over very long time periods, and therefore restoration commonly requires the participation of resource dependent communities. The main aims of ecosystem restoration are restoring natural capital such as drinkable water, wildlife populations, helping human communities and the ecosystem upon which they depend adapt to the impacts of climate change, helping threatened or endangered species. So the question arises, what can be done? Some ways by which we can implement ecosystem restoration. First, invest heavily in restoration and activities. Second, promote behavioral shift. Say, a person having eco-friendly attitude chooses everything consciously in accordance with the environment. That is, from the consumption of food, clothing, transport that are not harmful to the environment. Third, celebrate a culture of restoration. Fourth, capacity building of weaker, downtrodden and marginalized groups is crucial for the success of restoration of ecosystems. Fifth, every state government should devise such policies and strategies that link the well-being of youth and the goals of restoration. It's high time that we don't protect the environment but create a world where the environment doesn't need protecting. Hence, I would like to conclude my speech stating this quote by Dalai Lama. It's our collective and individual responsibility to preserve and tend the world in which we all live in. Thank you all, and I wish you all a very happy World Environment Day.
The death of the forest is the end of our life. Good morning to all of you, my respected teachers, parents, students, and friends. I am Pradeshni Patra, and I get a golden opportunity to say something about ecosystem reforestation. First of all, let us know, according to the Society for Ecosystem Reforestation, the process for assisting the recovery of an ecosystem that has been regarded or destroyed is called ecosystem reforestation or eco-reforestation. The other name of ecosystem reforestation is ecological reforestation. Almost every ecosystem on earth has been affected by human activities. Some of these impacts are neutral or contribute to substantially, but some disturbances to land, air, or water threaten species or even affect an ecosystem ability to sustain. Now the big question arises, how humans are destroying the environment, and the answer is plastic pollution, deforestation, and the air pollution are also some of the way humans are damaging the environment. We as humans have become dependent on luxuries such as car, house, and even our cell phones. Things like over-consuming, overfishing, deforestation, and dramatically impact our world. Doing less bad is not good enough. In addition to minimize harm to the environment, we must something restore an ecosystem before it can become sustainable. Then how can damaged ecosystem be restored? And this is the very big question of our generation. First point, repairing and replanting wetland, brickbed, forest land and other habitats. Second, inculcating invasive species. Third, replacing turf grasses with native species. Fourth, planting rain garden to absorb rainwater running off roof. I hope that this information may help you to restore our environment. At least I want to conclude by saying that we are in danger of destroying ourselves by our greed and stupidity. We cannot remain looking inward or outside on a small and increasingly populated and overcrowded planet. Thank you, Jai Hind.
If you think you deserve the environment, the first work is to preserve the environment. Good morning, my name is Urvi Pradhan and I am here to talk to you about ecological restoration. Nature gives us peace and growth. Restore environment to save this planet. Our environment is one of the most important aspects to survive in this planet. We cannot survive a single day without it. It is the only thing which makes life sustainable. Thus, we should take care of it. Restore ecosystem is a habit in which both biotic and abiotic component interact continuously. It is an open system where changes takes place naturally or due to human invention. Now the question arises, what is ecological restoration? It is a process which reverses the degradation of ecosystems such as landscape, ocean, lakes to regain their ecological functionality. In other words, we can say that to improve the productivity and capacity of ecosystem to meet the needs of the society. Here with this, we get the knowledge of what is ecological restoration. But let's get aware why it is important. Ecosystem restoration becomes a fundamental element of ecosystem management. It can be a primary component of conservation and sustainable development programs throughout the world. What makes ecological restoration uniquely valuable? It is its inherent capacity to provide people with the opportunity not only to repair the ecological damage but also to improve the human condition. The conservation benefit of restoration are obvious. Restoring of the ecosystem through active planting to recover its own. Beautiful ecosystem restoration begins with beautiful imagination. Ecosystem restoration is free, but it is the most valuable than anything in this world. Ecological restoration is still a developing discipline in India with limited numbers of projections and practitioners. There are many small and site specific. On the other hand, ecological restoration is considerable urgent. Now, last but not the least, I conclude that ecological restoration can help us to achieve all of the sustainable development goals. Restoring ecosystem large and small protects and improve the livelihoods of people who depends on them. It also helps from natural disaster and reduces the risk of diseases. At last, I would conclude by saying that don't be greedy. It's time to be greeny. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.